It's a new day, and I'm still working on this project, and I was tempted to do some TIG welding here, but if you look at the system here, then the weld will be on one side, and I'm afraid it will deform, so that the sleeve will look like a cucumber afterwards. Many of you have commented on how I should do that, and Rob from Down Under talks about some big screws or one big bolt in the bottom of this, and then weld it to here, but that's the same. That's the opposite cucumber, I'm afraid I'll have. So I think I'll go for this solution, that I will make a little plate here, and then take these two 8mm screws, and they can reach down in this block to about here, and I think they'll give me a good strength. And because of this, there's no danger that the 8mm balls will not fill out this hole. There's no danger that the block will move because of this here. So I think I'll go for that solution. But there is something wrong. When I milled this down, I wondered why there was difference here, and I explained it with some twisting of this hole, but there is something wrong, and I'll do it by placing this in the vise on a parallel, and then take to flatten this again, and this time it should be right. Yeah, I think that's a plan for now. I'm not very happy with welding on this system here, even though it's very tempting just to make a bead there. No, don't do it. Yeah, I'll mill this out and make this here, and make holes and thread for these balls in the block down there. Now I've made a little plate here that will fit in this hole very nice. In fact, it has to get a little tap to go down there. So now I'll drill 2 holes for these bolts to go into the block down here. Maybe it'll be a little hard to get the holes aligned, but anyway. This plate is very good fitted down there. So now I've made the threading the whole way through to this pinhole, and it still works fine here. And then I took my half-finished screws for my machinist clamps, just to get them long enough if I put them through here and press it this way, ensure that no burrs in between. How do I, if I had some of these punches where you can screw and then put this, give it a whack, but I haven't, so I have to measure it from this to the center of the ball. 21.1. Yeah, it's a through hole, so what should we see here? .0, I believe, yeah. It is a through hole, so it should be a little bigger. I'll lay these holes out and drill them in this piece. It's very hard material. Still mystery material, but very hard. Now it's there with the deburring. It is a little close to the edge, but looks very nice. Very nice, I think. Wonder if I have. No light to see. Let's see how the rod fits. It's a little out of line, but the right way. The forces will be this way, and it is a little out of line, half a millimeter on that. I think that'll straighten if by use. Oh, I think that's a better solution than welding. But only time can show, and test. Only time and test can show if it's the right solution. But now this is fin. Oh, I need to make some brass or copper for the bottom of this hole here. And then I will focus on this end, and I'll make a plug here so that I drill both this and the plug for the next smaller dies. And I believe there's one screw for this splitting line, and then turned 45 degrees, 180 degrees crossing here. That's the case of all my dies. So this pattern I'll use here, but I'll make this plug for the smaller dies first. Unfortunately, I have some dies that are narrow here. I'll have to make a ring to put in there when I use them. But that's small corrections coming up when you use it. Yeah, I'll make this copper plug for this bolt. My rod here is mounted now, so I can adjust it. Nice fit, and if you want to turn it, you can turn it. But when I inset this screw or bolt with a flat end, it presses on this brass piece. And it turns the rod so that the flat is against the flat. So, and I have to tighten it with a wrench. But I talked about on the website, I talked about making this roller concave to fit the rod there. But it won't work, because when the roller comes to the end of the rod, then the geometry simply changes,